who, let's see, this was years ago, maybe 15 years ago. Okay. A client came to me and she goes, I got to tell you a story before we start working together. And I said, all right. And she goes, I used to live in this other state. And I went into the gym and I said, I'd like to meet with a personal trainer. And the gym said, okay, we're just going to pick somebody. They just picked someone. And they said, why don't you go talk to him? And she goes, well, do you want to know about what I want to train for and this and that? And you can match me with someone. And they were like, no, he's just the next guy. So you just go over there. And so she goes over there, sits down, and the trainer goes, all right, here's what we could do with you in a session. It would be 45 minutes, and I'll show you how to do this, this, and this. And when do you want to come in? And she goes, well, do you want to know a little bit about my health history and like what I'm training for? And he goes, oh yeah, of course. And so she says a couple of things, and he goes, great, I got the perfect plan. Let's do it. I'll see you, here tomorrow at 5 o'clock or whatever. So she leaves, comes back, 5 o'clock, comes into the gym, can't find the trainer. Goes into the office, goes back into the gym, looking around. Finally, a guy comes wandering in. And he goes, oh, that's right, we have a 5 o'clock. So awesome, right away, I feel super valuable because you forgot I was coming in. So after that, he goes, okay, let's head over. I'm gonna get you on the bike. We're gonna do a warm up. So puts her on a bike. Mind you, this is a client with a bad knee and a bad lower back, but he doesn't know this because he didn't do any kind of intake. So gets her on the bike, goes, cool, I'll be back in 10 minutes. You keep riding. She's riding, 10 minutes goes by. He comes back eating a bowl of cereal. Okay, this is a true story, guys. Eating a bowl of cereal. And he goes, okay, good. Come on over here with me. There are 8 machines. On each machine, there's a picture on how to do it. You're going to sit down on the machine here. You select your weight, do the machine. When you get through 2 times, come on into the office and find me. Now, mind you, the person's paying for this. This isn't a new member orientation. This is a personal training session. I know this is an extreme example and this does not happen everywhere, but if I told you where this was happening, you would be shocked. I will tell you, their colors are bright and on the color wheel, and I don't like this place. So if you follow me at all, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? So they go through the machines. Client goes through the machines. Comes back into the office, tells the trainer, I think I'm done. And he goes, great. When am I going to see you for our next session? And she goes, we're not going to do another session. This was terrible. Okay. And he goes, what was the problem? Blah, blah, blah. She had purchased a package of 6 sessions or whatnot. They did not give her money back for the sessions that she didn't want to come back and do. So I ask you, consumer, fitness professional, whoever it is watching this, what do you perceive from that experience? And how many other stories out there are similar to that? And why do you think fitness professionals have a bad rap, or why do we have to defend ourselves as the good trainer anytime somebody asks us in any kind of professional environment, what do you do for a living? Because a lot of trainers are not willing to just throw out, oh, I'm a personal trainer. They say, I'm a strength coach, or I'm a health and fitness professional, or I'm a motivator, or they say something other than personal trainer because of how this reputation has been received and how it is preceded by the consumer. Okay, I'll tell you what they think, what most consumers think. They think this is a secondary job, that we didn't go to school for this. They think that it's something we do on the side to make extra money. They think it's because we know how to train ourselves and we look gorgeous all the time and only eat skinless chicken and broccoli and drink lemon water, and that we're perfect and we never have ice cream or pizza, that's why we look the way that we look, and that's the only way to look that way. And that the amount of hard work and the consistency that goes into it, you're either in or you're out. There's no just kind of balance and constant progression to get somewhere. Okay? So with that perception, we as fitness professionals have to change that. Okay, so the client is now in front of me telling me that story, and she goes, so what do you call yourself? Do you call yourself a personal trainer? And I said, yeah. And she goes, I'll tell you what I call you. I call you a crook. This is a brand new client coming into me. What do I say back to this? Now, if you've seen me present before, I have told this story. And I've told it a couple of times. And this client is my mother, you guys. This is my mom telling me this. She was shocked that this is what her son had selected to do as a profession. Now, she's given me a little bit of shit, right? She's razzing me because she knows I'm better than this experience. But I'm also this big advocate for the personal training industry and that everybody needs a trainer and that you should get out there and learn what to do. And she goes, so I took your advice. I went to this gym and I tried to find a trainer and this is what I got. So if this is what you do, you're a crook. So I'm like, yeah, I can't say that I argue with you that the majority of experiences that people are going to have out here, they're not good. And we need to change that. We need to show our clients, our new consumers, that we're educated, that we take their experience with us extremely, to such an extreme that we want the absolute best experience from them from the moment they come in, from their intake to all the research that we'll do afterwards, to the homework that we prescribe. Like, so we say, like, I don't charge session per session. You're in my program or you're out of my program. I have an amount that I charge monthly, and you're in or you're out, okay? And if you're in, here's all the stuff that you get, blah, 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 blah. Sessions, homework, online access, education. We have this whole program. People are in or out. And that's different than how much per session. Okay, I can afford 6 of those a month. Well, wait, if you do 12, I'll give you a 30% discount. So now we're lowering our value because we think that the client is going to commit to go longer and stay longer with us. So we're like, okay, we'll make our prices cheaper. Like, does any other profession do that? Right away, we devalue ourselves by saying, you're probably not super impressed. So if I give you a great discount, I'll get you to stay longer. That's not true, but that's what they are preceding, right? That's what people are going to go in and go, okay, so Alan Cosgrove once said, so if I buy 100 sessions, are they like $1 then? Like, where does the discount end? What are we producing? We have people come into our environment. What's the environment look like? What is the experience initially for them? Like, all of this matters. Okay, we call it zeroing the gym. Okay, my kids right now are learning how to zero their room at the end of every day. Why do I have to do that if I'm just going to get up tomorrow and mess it all up again? Because when the person comes in for the first time, they need to see a clean, professional environment, that you are a clean, professional, person, that you're going to take this serious, that this isn't a side gig, that this is your career choice. It's not your job. So the whole point of this is to me to ask you is, what do you think you are putting out? Okay, I had another trainer that worked with me, and I've had many opportunities to mentor new trainers coming in, okay? So we had a new trainer working with me, and I'm looking at her social media, and she had a couple videos that I had made, she had shared, and she had a couple videos of her clients, and then she had a couple videos of her going to a concert, and then she had a couple videos or pictures of her post-concert, if you know what I'm saying. And then, there's a line between, like, hey, I'm showing my family or my kids, or that I'm out having fun and doing a hike, and then there's, I'm so hungover and you know what I mean? Like, there's a line where you get to where it's like, what is this portraying? Does it portray me in a professional manner? And though me going to a rock climbing wall with my kids doesn't really have anything to say about me as a professional, but it shows that me as a person values my family time, that my kids and I are hanging out, that we're going out to do things. And of course, I'm not posting it necessarily for that reason, but there's also a ton of things that I don't post, things that are not, I guess would say, flattering, or things that are not pertinent to what we're doing. And so every little thing matters in the perception of how you are as a pro, and what people see when they vet you on Facebook, when they vet you on Instagram, when they look at your YouTube, when they look on your website. I mean, all of that is value. All of that is us creating a picture. This is a digital thumbprint, if you will, of what you are as a pro. and what are they going to experience when they come in. So if it's not all fairly consistent, if it's not all fairly in line with something that you're proud of that's genuinely you, I'll tell you guys, if you come and see me in here right now, I am exactly the same person I am right now on this camera talking to you that I am in person. I don't have a persona of on screen and off screen. There is no difference. I'm the same cheesy asshole you got right now. I'm that same person in here in house making my dad jokes and being a goofball and having our kids running in and around. That's life, man. That is me. And people see that or they experience it and they like it and they're in. We're in the program. And if they don't, let me help you find somebody that will connect with you, that you do like. And to me, that's even the more professional thing to do than to say, well, then get out of here. Of course I don't want you if you don't want to be here. Let me help you find the guy, find the girl, find the person that fits for you. Because that person that doesn't fit with you, maybe their mom does, maybe their dad does, maybe their spouse does. We never burn a bridge. All of this is how you are perceived as a professional. So keep that in mind. And I ask you to help me and help all other professional trainers, help us elevate that bar. Let's try to get rid of that stigma, that constant like, yeah, but I'm a good one, right? Like, why do we always have to say that? Why do we have to call ourselves something different? I made a decision a long time ago that I want to try to change the perception of the title personal trainer, and you'll see that under my name everywhere it appears. I have my CSCS, but I'm not a strength coach. I'm a personal trainer. I'm damn proud of it. I want to change that perception. I don't need to create something different. I just need to make what we have now better. And I want to help do that. So I ask your help in that as well. And we do it by being the constant professional, by always trying to up the bar and put pride behind that name. Because you deserve it. I know how hard you guys work. I know how committed you are to your clients. I know how much time you put into programming and prepping and researching their Buford complex in their shoulder that you don't know anything about. The ACL repair that finally got released from physical therapy, and you're like, shit, what do I do now? I don't know what to do now. And you dive into that. Like, you're a professional, man. You put value behind that name. You put value behind what you do as a pro. Charge what you're worth. Don't discount your services if someone wants to commit to you longer, right? What are you worth? Are you worth 50 an hour? Are you worth 35 an hour? And that shouldn't change if I buy 10 or if I buy 4. And I'll argue till we are blue in the face. I disagree with you. If you say I need to offer a discount if someone buys more, I disagree with you. You're either an asshole and you're overcharging me up front, or I'm going to commit finally and then you're going to charge me what you're worth. That's what you're saying if you do that. But if you only buy 1, it's 70. But if you buy 10, it's 50. Okay, so if I'm not willing to commit because you didn't do a great job telling me or showing me that you're worth it, you're going to overcharge me until I believe, and then you're going to either charge me your regular rate or you're going to undercharge yourself. So which is it? Are you overcharging me or are you undervaluing yourself? Here's an idea. Find out what you're worth, charge that all the time. It's simple. I mean, that's what lawyers do. That's what doctors do. The doctor doesn't come in and he's like, well, I have to remove 12 stitches today, not 15, so it's 30% off. What? My services are my price. This is what I'm worth. This is what I charge. Services can have different prices. You have multiple people. If you're doing different type of training, if it's an hour versus a half hour, I'm totally cool with that. Just charge what you're worth. Don't discount it because someone's recognized that you're awesome and they want to commit to a longer program. Do you see how backwards that is? That is not proper thinking in terms of self-value and understanding what a good service you provide. People want to commit and you want to give them a discount. I think that's probably your rate, is the discounted rate then, if that's what you charge everybody that commits. So I would just make that your rate. Other good examples, being professional. The environment that you're in, we talked about that, cleanliness, everything you do, your continued education, brag about that. Tell everybody when you go to an event, going to this conference, going to this. I'm going to learn from Brad Schoenfeld. I'm going to learn from Nick Tuminello. I'm going to learn from Dr. Jonathan Mike. I'm going to learn from Alan Cosgrove, Todd Durkin, Mike Boyle. Name drop, dude. That's what we do in this industry is we go and learn from other experts. And your clients go, well, why are you doing that? And you say, to bring it back to you. This isn't about me. This is about me delivering the service back to you. You bring back more education. You bring back a better experience because you just invested your time and your money and your effort, right? You could be on a vacation in Tahiti, but instead you're in Vegas in a shitty hotel, sitting in a conference for 3 days, never seeing the sun, and learning all about resistance band training and ACL repairs and whatever else. You're bringing that back to your people. So brag about that. Showcase that. Show that you're making yourself better. This is quite the rant now, 16 minutes. I should probably wrap it up. But you guys see where I'm going with this. Be a professional and showcase it and help me change this industry. Help us change this industry and put some respect on my name. That's my Kamaru Usman. If you're a UFC fan, you put some respect on my name. I love it. But yeah, put some respect behind this profession. Don't be afraid to tell people you're a personal trainer. You say that shit with pride. You with me? All right. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Have a great day. Stay the course. I'll see you.